It's week 1 of the NFL, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Titans, and it comes your way next.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Brooklyn. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Jackson. His throw incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And the Raven first down.
They go play action with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. 10-yard. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Flexing his muscle at the 30. Past midfield, look out. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So here comes the Titans offense. They'll start with great field position. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
And Howell will throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's Lou Hedley now.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Miller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you think about what it's taken to get to this point. The Giants and the Jets, obviously historic franchises, shared the stadium for years, never felt fully right. Well, now you got 2 New York teams with 2 different homes. And this team in Brooklyn, I'll tell you what, walking in, seeing the excitement on the fans' faces, they are ready to embrace a team here in Brooklyn, and this should be a fun experience to watch unfold.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing here, Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the
25-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And once more, Howell back to the air. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nice gain of 21 yards. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Spears. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Howell. And it'll be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And now here come the Ravens.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab, and the Titans have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do, because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 10-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
A gain of 13 yards and a Raven first down.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. As they've got it as we resume action. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
To about the 48-yard line.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. Jackson options out left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't hurt too well.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Jackson now. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground. Here's Lou Hedley on now to punt the football. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Roman. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And the Ravens first down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Gain of 10. First down, Ravens.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings brings up 2nd and 10.
Another run here with Dobbins. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen for Sermon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Roquan Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 and 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. And Jackson throwing once more. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Roman, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Jackson throwing complete there to Flowers.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 12. First down, Baltimore.
Now Jackson on first down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throw left side complete. That's Kennedy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Again, Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Kennedy. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any.
Touchdown! Mark Andrews from 10 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Howell's throw taken in by Sutton.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Eagles who are out in front. Devontae Smith, a touchdown reception. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Garrett Wilson, a touchdown catch from Aaron Rodgers. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Falcons locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half.
That's interference.
And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the Ravens' 48-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and cut back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing here, Howell. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 2-yard line.
Howell down to throw it. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Titans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. Throwing is Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. On the option right is Jackson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Here's 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Sam Howell and the rest of this offense running back out.
He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his to pick up a first down.
That'll be completed to Okonkwo.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Howell throwing on first down here.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
It's Howell with another throw.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Back to throw, Howell.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Miller.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Jacobs.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this time he is in.
Josh Jacobs. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And the Ravens taking the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now Jackson. James has got it, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Jackson now.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
3rd and 5.
Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Zay Flowers.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked up the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On first down, Howell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
First down, Howell to throw.
Underneath for Miller. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there at 22. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Another throw for Howell.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Josh Jacobs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Titans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Ravens ready to take over.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 2nd down, here's Jackson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Ravens.
Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Jackson to throw. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Ravens.
They go play action with Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
They go play action now. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Kennedy. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Amani Hooker.
And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
At their own 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 62 yards.
And the Titans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That went into the hands of Flowers.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers.
From the 38 now. Here's 2nd down at 7.
Here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Roman.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Jackson will throw again. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Jacobs going to try the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good block.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Titans, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago